Yo, what's up, everybody? Back for another edition of Live from Redhook here at the Function House. And tonight, we'd like to welcome a very special guest to the show.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Making his return.
It's good
Round
to be
two.
back.
DJ
What's up,
Shortcutz, what's up, bro?
Shortcutz is on a wave. He is on a wave with a jet ski.
With a wrecking ball, bro. He's wrecking the city right now.
Killing it.
Steamrolling, just trying to steamroll, you know?
What's
Yo.
up, man?
Nah, it's good to be back. I was waiting to get the invite.
Good to have you back,
It's my
bro.
favorite show.
You know, I lived through this guy's Instagram, bro. Dubai,
Unbelievable.
vacations in
He
Italy.
puts up the flyer like it's like top to bottom dates. And that's just 1 month. So tell us, man. Tell us how it's going.
A lot goes into that, man.
Yeah.
It really does. You
Lot
have
of
to
work.
be everything now.
Yeah.
You know, photographer. You have to know
Designer.
Photoshop. It's not just about playing
everything.
records.
Everything.
So when you were on the show, it was 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2
Was
years
that
ago.
long?
First season, 2 years ago. And you had just given up your
The
haircutting
barbershop.
business.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm in full time.
That's it. Dove in head first.
So take us through, man. What's going on now?
It's been a journey, man. It's definitely been a journey. It's been fun. Locked in some pretty cool residencies.
Yep.
And just been moving around, playing a lot. Not so much 7 nights a week. Kind of focus a little more on the brand and quality rather over quantity. you
Yep.
know? So I try to do a little more quality rooms and try to not do so many. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? To kind of,
So you
Where,
finally got it to the point where you could pick and choose.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's great.
Which is, it's good. I mean, again, I won't say here I'm turning down gigs left and right, but I'm being selective on what it is that I'm doing, you know?
Yep.
So,
And you're playing great rooms now, right? I mean,
yeah, I got I'm in Vegas now, finally. It's been a while. Yeah. It was a long time, but I'm in Vegas every other week. I just picked up a residency at HQ in Atlantic City.
Okay.
I don't know if you call it a residency yet, but I'm going next week to Dubai for the third time.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So how did this all happen with One Oak?
One Oak.
Because
which-
you're dialed in with One Oak right now.
Again, I started in the city, and then they brought me out to one of my friends who works at Oak in Vegas. Brought me out, and it was started off once every other month, and then from there it went to once a month, and then after a while, I mean, I guess I'm doing something right because now it's every other week, you know.
Yeah.
So,
That's
I mean,
great.
I always say that you could play a room, and anybody could play a room for one time or a couple times, but the fact that you get invited back, that means you're kind of going in the right direction.
You're
you
doing
know?
something right.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you're in Oak, Vegas, you're playing a lot of West Coast music.
I do, not a lot, but I do play a different set than New York,
Yeah.
which is fun because it's the
Changes it up.
same stuff here. You
So
know?
how'd you go about preparing? Like when you were playing that room for the first time, was that your first spot playing out in Vegas, or were you out there
No,
before?
I mean, we used to go out. Remember?
Yeah.
2000. What was that? Sick? No.
That was-
2005, 2006.
Yeah, I mean,
That was a
I
different time,
going out
though,
with
back
this guy.
then,
It was
right?
a different time,
Yeah.
totally different genres of music. You were
Yeah.
playing rock and roll in your sets.
And you had a lot when you guys were going at it. Like the whole New York was
Yeah.
there.
That's when
so
Vegas
it was-
needed New York City promoters.
correct.
Yeah.
Now they don't need
Correct.
anyone. you
Now
know?
it's on autopilot. It's
Yeah.
a machine.
So how do you go about
So
preparing
I
for
would
that?
guess I was there. Like I would listen. You know, you go and you listen to other DJs.
Yep.
Plus, also like a lot of times when I go, if I go out of town or if I'm playing in a city, the first thing I do when I get to the city is I turn on the radio, and I see what's moving and what's hitting,
Yep.
and then that's how you could kind of like
Gauge.
gauge your set, you know? And again, like a lot of the records that hit on the West Coast are hitting in New York,
Yep.
but there's still some, you know, like the Mac Dre's and the YGs and all that stuff. You need to kind of be up on that.
Yeah.
And, you know, still all the old Snoop works, all the old Dre works. I mean, those are
Yeah.
staples.
So they have like the
Yeah.
different old school.
yeah.
Pac, you could play
Pac,
Pac.
you play Pac all day, you
Yeah.
know, and it's the same kind of like I think I differ from a lot of Vegas DJs because I'm playing New York style out in Vegas because I'm in and out of records a lot, which could be a good thing, could be a bad
Which
thing.
at one time they would probably pull you off the set,
Yeah,
and now
but
they're fiending for it.
And you know what's even crazy too is like I'm cracking the mic and when you used to go to Vegas, you never really heard that.
No, there would be an MC if the club had
and
it.
now, like I'm cracking the mic, talking my shit, and the owners they like it, so
That's great.
It's working.
So what's Dubai like?
That's a
playing out
different
there?
type of money.
Yeah.
That's a different type of money.
I heard they got Lamborghinis for
It's
cop
like
cars.
Lamborghinis, Ferraris. It's like Hondas out here. It's crazy. It's a whole different world in itself.
Yep.
And I mean, it's fun. It's fun to watch.
How's the crowd playing for the crowd out there?
They got energy, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, and I don't mean to. I can curse or no?
You can
Yeah,
say
you can
whatever
say
you
whatever
want.
you want.
I don't mean to shit on New York, but the energy level when you leave New York is so different. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
everybody's too cool over here. Everybody just about to pop.
I always felt like
You
that.
know
Yeah,
You
man.
know that. Like
Yeah,
you know,
I always felt
you're
like
playing like you see what the city's like now, and it's just they're
Nope.
not having fun. I feel like, but you go anywhere else,
Well, that's why I loved Vegas,
yeah,
because I feel like everybody goes there for the weekend.
yeah, they just want to get.
They want to
Yeah.
turn
fucked
up.
like,
Yeah.
Everybody's
yeah.
partying.
They just
Yeah.
want to turn up
it's
for the
partying.
weekend.
So I mean, like Dubai is a lot of bottles, a lot of champagne, like parades that you don't even see in Vegas, you see in Dubai.
Yeah, I can
Like-
imagine.
10, 20 at a clip. Gold bottles, like not just cheap champagne, like real champagne.
I wonder what they're doing at night over there.
Oh, forget it.
They're printing money over there.
Are there
Printing it.
dudes in the white sheets just chilling?
Not when they're out, but yeah, all over the place for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
I heard that Dubai, like living down there, is actually not that expensive because they have like such a surplus inventory of like real estate.
I mean, I haven't been like into the culture
Yeah.
like that much
Yeah.
yet, but I believe it.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody that was actually teaching out there,
Yeah,
and they lived out there for like three or 4 years, and they had like a penthouse spread
really.
for like $1,500 a month.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get it wrong. There's still your
Of course,
high
yeah,
end,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But that's anywhere you go. But it's fun. It's fun.
So Marty Rock said, shout out to Shortcutz for riding his
Marty
own wave.
Rock, what up?
Busiest DJ I know with no management. Salute. How do you maintain all this without someone booking for you?
Man, it's one man band.
I love
guess.
it.
Yeah.
I love that you like
more
don't-
money in your pocket.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
you're not
I don't
kicking
gotta
back to
pay.
anybody.
I don't have to pay no percentage out. You know,
But are you waking up in the morning and dealing with all the day-to-day stuff that goes behind the scenes?
yes and no. Like I have like designers that take care of all my design work. I have somebody that I have like an assistant. Shout out Kelly, what's up? She does all like my invoicing. She gets my like if I'm traveling, she does my flights, my cars, like when I'm moving around. But I mean, as far as like the final say, I'm overseeing it all. You
Yeah.
know, like I got to make sure it's right. So, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've been this far without it. You know.
So you're not looking for it either, right?
I'm not looking for it, you know. And to be honest with you, I'm cool how I am now. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say if a deal was presented to me that I wouldn't take it. I'm not going to say that, but at the same time, you gotta present something special. You know what I mean? I'm doing over 250 gigs a year. You know what I mean? So it's like
That mattress must be
what
nice and
what
stacked.
I hope you don't have a ceiling fan in the house.
what could you bring me that I haven't done, you know, like that. And that's what, when I would kind of entertain the situation, like, okay, put me in Utah somewhere, like, you know what I mean? Or something like that, or rooms that I haven't already cracked into.
Yeah. So a lot of people are going to agencies to get into the rooms that you're already in,
yeah,
you know, and they think that, you know, they think that just signing with an agency is going to get them in those rooms.
it doesn't though, because you just become a number. You know what I'm saying? Like on a lot of these agencies, we don't have to say names, but I think we all know, like some of these DJs sign to these agencies and they get shelved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get their little 1, 2, 3 gigs a month, but are they really grinding? Like, think about it. If I own an agency and I'm booking a DJ and he's getting $500 a night, and then I'm booking Little John who's getting $30,000 a night, I'm going to put all my energy into like Little John because
of course.
my
You're making more
percentage-
bang for your buck.
Yeah. What am
Yeah.
I going to do with $85 or something? You know what I mean? Like it
No,
just
I
doesn't
get it.
doesn't add up. So it all depends on who and where, I guess.
Yep. So what I wanted to ask you is, I think now that we have an audience tuning in, why don't you go in? Like everybody sees you traveling everywhere
Yeah.
and playing all these gigs,
Mhm.
but why don't you tell everybody how much work and time you had to put in to get to that level?
It's been a grind, man.
And I seen it.
Yeah,
I seen the whole thing.
I used to
man.
open for him, man. Like for
I
real,
seen
like
the whole
a
thing.
long time ago. Like, I just kept moving, and just try to like focus on my brand and really, push and hustle and, a lot. Like I said, we spoke about in the last interview. I had a little edge on everybody coming up because I always had a following.
Yep.
And I was bringing the tables, and I was bringing. So not only am I DJing for you, I'm generating money for your room. And that's how I kind of like really was able to facilitate a lot of bookings.
Yep.
And then after, playing so much, then it's like, all right, hey, this kid could rock. Let's. And then finally, it just got to the point where it's like, okay, you're booked to play music now.
You arrived.
Anything that I bring is extra.
Yep.
So, and that's the way I feel like I earned that. I don't
know. You put it in.
I
man.
put in the work. I
Yep.
definitely put in the work.
But you love to DJ, right?
Love it.
You
Love
love
it.
to play music.
Love it. Turntables in my house, in the studio, cutting up,
Yeah.
making a lot of racket.
You play on CDJs in the clubs?
I hate them.
Do you play on them though?
I have to when I have
Yeah.
to. I hate them with a passion. I hate them.
Everywhere has them now.
Yeah, and the
becoming
controller
the standard.
bullshit.
Nah, I don't fuck with the controller.
It's crazy. It's like,
Private events, walk in with a controller, body it. Fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Private event, different story. Like, you know what I mean? You're not really like.
New York City nightclubs, open format should be
It should be
Technique 1200s.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I get some DJs started later, so they need their little CDJs.
Yep.
I don't fuck with them. I hate them. I really hate them.
Ammo said, extra Guido show tonight.
Ammo, what up?
We should have put the flag up tonight.
That's
Three paisans, right?
That's it, man. So I mean, I guess you play with what you're comfortable on. Obviously, you came up on turntables.
That's all I
So
came
you got
on
to play with
vinyl.
what you can rock on.
Yeah, man. That's it. It's what like you said. It's a comfortable. Thing.
So you're still practicing? You still practice? You put in the
man.
time?
All the time. All the time.
Practicing every night. He's in a different club every night.
I mean, the club is the practice. At least you're doing it. At least
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm still. Last night I was still like, because I wasn't cutting for a while, so I just tried to freshen up a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
So
It comes right back.
it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
So I always stress to DJs how important it is opening a room. And
Yeah.
like it's really important the way a room gets open, and that was one thing that stuck out about you over the years is how you used to open rooms. And now I rather play all night.
Yeah, because you set the tone.
Yeah,
and
I rather set it up myself.
because there's no openers any. Like, is there openers anymore?
No, not really.
Everybody wants to be a headliner.
And everybody's playing the hits before
Everybody's
you go
playing
on.
the hits, it's burning the room out, and it's
I'm
like
sure that happens to you a lot.
a lot.
Now more than ever.
Yeah, and now I just don't even care. It's like, all right, you could play the hits, but you're not gonna play them like I'm gonna play them.
And then you just reset when you go
I
on.
just reset. Like a lot of times they burn through hits. I'll go on. I'll throw like reggae on. I'll reset the whole room. I'll go like EDM or something like that, just to reset the whole room and get away from all the new shit that they were already playing. And then try to reset. But it's like, it's funny to me now. Now I just laugh. I'll be honest. I used to get pissed, but it's like, listen, the promoters, you want to hire these guys, they're doing you a disservice because now by 2:00 the room's done.
People looking to go to a different club.
Exactly, because they heard everything.
Yep.
So it is what it is.
So is this happening to you a lot? In
Lately, it's been happening
Really?
a lot. Yeah.
So what is it? All these young, inexperienced DJs that are coming up on the scene?
Yeah, trying to make a name for themselves.
Yeah, they're just trying to shine. It's probably so hard to get noticed for
You're
these
right,
guys.
but you want to know something? Like anybody, but little do they know, it's like they're doing themselves a disservice because it's like you're not shining. You're looking corny to me. Like you're burning through music, and you're trying to when there's nobody in the club. Like what sense does that make?
Marty Rock said you walk in the room and then you scroll through his history. That's smart.
I do because to be honest with you, and there's no disrespect to him or any other DJ, but I want to know at least what they're playing.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you don't go on and play a record.
So
you
I
just
don't go
played 5
play
minutes ago.
exactly. Like I just want to see where you were, what BPM you're at, what you're doing. This way, I can go and work around you. You know what I mean? Play whatever you want at this point. You know.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna burn me, you're gonna burn me. I'm gonna have to. For me to be a good DJ, I gotta work around it anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Do you ever like school some of these guys in the sense like, you know, give them a little advice or like try to tell them like what the fuck
it
are you
depends
doing?
who it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Because I know that's not easy, obviously, if you don't know the
it
person.
isn't. And I'm not like a cocky dude. I don't come off like that. So I don't want to like, you know what I mean, talk down to anybody. But there's some people like if I walk in, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You know, like it's 11:30, it's 12 o'clock. Like you don't. There's music that you can have in your computer.
Good
That are
music.
good music.
Yeah.
That are still hits, and you could get by. You know what I mean? Like for instance, for Tuesdays, with the Tuesday Baby Tuesday at Tao, me and Reach have been with that party. It's almost like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And now we're at a point where we're flip flopping. So like, or we'll talk on the phone that day. What time you want to get there? You know, he goes early, I go early. But every time it's like, all right, I'm gonna play my position. So if I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna go on early at 1 and do 1 to 2:30, I'm gonna play music that, yeah, I'll maybe touch on something, but I'm gonna leave him a whole bunch of shit to make that room last till 4 o'clock, so it's still popping at 3:30, 4 o'clock. And there's music, like you guys know, there's music that you can play.
There's plenty of music.
Plenty of music.
There's more
forget
music
it.
now than ever.
For sure.
It's
For sure.
fun.
Yeah. And I mean,
Is that party going till 4 a.m. on a Tuesday night?
sometimes 4:15.
Really?
Sometimes 4:30.
Packed.
I've been in there till almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I went by last month and checked it out.
It's
bananas,
wild. I
man.
mean, it's on an autopilot now, but it's a machine. It's definitely a machine. Now that Tao group's behind it, it took on a whole.
So
just-
now there's
yeah.
a whole nother animal.
It's a whole nother animal. Like Tuesday Baby Tuesday in itself was a beast, but now you got Tao Group behind it.
Yep.
It's it's crazy.
So
Crazy.
that party has moved around a few times, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been at Tao. Before Tao, it was at Up and Down.
Yep.
Before Up and Down, I was at Finale. Before Finale, I was at Kiss and Fly. Before Kiss and Fly, it was at was it Marquee? I jumped on it like Kiss and Fly, I think.
So do they have like a rhythm of like they keep it at a place for like a couple of years and then move it? Or?
Nah, I think they would keep it at one spot.
Then they try to up the deal and it doesn't work out.
Yeah,
We're out. Peace.
something happens in that back end that I don't even know about. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
And they
something
got so
happens
much
that-
power with that brand. It's just
that,
like,
that
all right.
percentage changes
Yeah.
or something like that. Deal changes up, and then dudes they're out. So hey,
It's
God
funny
bless.
though because like Tuesdays, I mean, to have a banging party like that
You
on
would
a
never
Tuesday.
think.
you
But I
know?
mean, Tuesday is when the people that can go out go out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not amateur night.
No, I know. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you see the clubs on the weekends. That's like everybody that's working all week to make their couple hundred to go,
go
stunt
out.
at
Yeah,
the club
yeah.
and buy bottles. You know what I mean? People that go out on Tuesday are popping off. They got the money.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, industry too. A lot of industry.
We got a question from Brandon. He wants to know the best way you get your music, and he wants to know your top 5 tracks out this month.
Oof.
You don't have to give 5. Maybe
Okay.
2 or 3 works.
It's actually your favorite way to get your music.
Oh yeah,
My favorite way.
Yeah.
I use a couple of different sites. I use Heavy Hits. I use DJ City. I even use iTunes, to be honest with you. My little man Stacks, DJ Stacks, he puts me onto a lot of music.
He's up on the hip hop.
He's up on. He works at Hot 97, so he's like filtering through. He gets shit in his mailbox every day, and like, there's so much music. You know what I mean? It's so much shit that like, he helps me. I can't lie. He helps me out a lot, man. He helps me out. Shout
dope.
Stacks. Stacks, what up?
Stacks, Dropbox, DJ Vitale.
I'll hit the forward button.
Info
right?
at thefunctionhouse.com.
Top 5 tracks that I like or that I'm playing. What we gotta elaborate on that a little bit. What is he? He's asking.
This month, top
This
5
month,
tracks
you know,
out
like
this
what's
month
working,
for you.
what's working in the club. Maybe doesn't have to be old.
Okay.
That's what we
ZZ's
do.
work. ZZ's working.
ZZ's a monster record.
ZZ's working. Mo Bamba's still hitting. What else is working? And the Drake shit is still hitting with Travis.
Yeah.
Sicko Mode.
Sicko Mode.
Those are my 3. Those are like the 3 go-tos right now, I would say.
Drake is all over the board right now.
The guy's a monster.
Can't
He's a
miss.
monster.
He can't
He
miss.
really can't. He really can't. He's a monster.
Why do you feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Like everybody saw that coming though. It's like he's too like loose with it. He's like, it's only a certain amount of times you could tell somebody suck my dick, or you know what I'm saying. It's like, it's disrespectful, and it's, we all knew this was gonna happen. Like he's too loud, and there's so many stories out like about they're protecting him and this and that. That's why they pulled him in, but I don't know. He makes okay music. I mean, look, let's not say okay music. He makes songs that hit in the club.
Yeah, like stupid.
Stupid shit is,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like he makes shit that hit. He's not a lyricist. He's not a rap. But the one thing I do give him credit on is he don't sit there and act like he is. He'll tell you like, I don't care. Like I don't care about the music, or, you know, he says he's not a lyricist, which I do give him credit for.
He's a gangster, bro.
Yeah.
Straight gangster.
He is.
But he
and
also leveraged social media to
that's
pop
what it is.
himself off.
He's
That's what he did.
He's the
You
king
know?
of that. Like he's
Yeah.
he's an entertainer,
Yeah.
and I tip my hat off to him for that. Like he's an entertainer.
And
Like
people buy into that shit,
for
man.
sure, for
Like,
sure.
You know, just like tattoo your face
I mean,
and
look
say
at music.
stupid
Look
shit.
at
And
music
it's just
right
like,
now.
it's crazy.
You know what I mean? It's not like you said, tat your face up, color your hair,
That's it.
and say some dumb shit 3 times in a row, and the shit
And
just
people
works.
are eating that shit up.
And the shit flies, right?
Yeah.
Ammo
Crazy.
said he never wants to see a kid in the cage for life. Nah, none of us do.
Nah, I'm not saying I'm happy what happened to him. You know what I mean? He's young. He's a kid. But at the same time, how many people told him, yo, you need to move different? Like, I've seen him, I watch his interviews all the time. Like, and people are sitting there telling him, move different. Like, you don't have, he doesn't. He's at a point now where he doesn't have to move the way he does. Like,
Right.
he's past that point.
Yeah, 'cause he's
because
huge
He
now.
made some serious hits, and he's got some money now. I mean,
But
change it
what
up.
did they caught him with a gun?
They got him on racketeering. They got him on 17 counts. Like,
Yeah.
racketeering. They got him on, I don't know what else. They had him with a gun.
they gotta hit him with the Rico.
Yeah. And like a lot of people, I think his camp, his people around him, those were the people that were doing, who knows though? Nobody knows.
I know.
You know?
He needs to calm down. Yes, he does. His talent is social media, and he found his way through it. That's true.
For sure. For sure. You can't knock him for it. You can't knock him for
FJ Jr. wants to know when you're back in LA.
that. LA. We're working.
You just released a little lineup. Where are you at?
Yeah, I mean, LA situation I'm trying to like work out because I have the Vegas residency.
So it's like it makes sense for you to go
So
to Vegas.
yeah,
and then
so
shoot
like
LA.
if I'm doing Vegas every other week, it makes more sense for me to hit like a Thursday in LA and then like a Friday in Vegas or Friday, Saturday. You know, it is. I'm working out a situation now, so when it happens, then I'll kind of announce
Base
it.
Dubai, November 30th. HQ, November 21st, December 15th, January 18th.
Yeah, I just worked that.
We need the
PlayStation
sound
Theater.
effects. We need the sound effects.
PlayStation Theater, 12/18. St. Martin. Oh, you're heavy in St. Martin.
So wait,
29.
what's going on at PlayStation Theater?
Wait, hold on.
Place-
There's more. St. Bart's, New Year's Eve, 2019. Las
Yeah.
Vegas Residency, 2019. January 1st, January 23rd, February 8th, February 27th.
Yeah, so the PlayStation Theater?
Yeah.
They're doing is WeWork is a, I don't know if you know the WeWork office.
Yeah, sure.
So I do like, they have I forgot what it's called. It's like a Christmas party that they do every year,
Okay.
and they rent out.
Oh,
like,
so you're doing
every
it's a
year they get
private
bigger.
event.
But yeah, it's me and A-Track,
Oh wow,
which would be fun. I never
Yeah.
played with A-Track before, so I'm looking forward to that one.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I do a lot of their events and stuff. So I'm looking. It should be fun.
So you do some private events also.
I do on the low ski.
That's where that cheddar comes in.
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
but you
yeah,
gotta
I'm
you
not-
gotta hit it from every different direction, man.
Hey, look. At some point, I gotta retire, right?
It's a
So
perfect
It's a
exit
nice-
strategy.
yeah, it's a nice little exit strategy.
What's your favorite venue to play right now?
Base,
Based in
Dubai,
Dubai.
yeah, yeah.
How many people does it hold?
a couple thousand.
Wow.
It's a different level. It's an open air club in the desert, in the middle of the desert. And I'm talking like this isn't like a normal club. Like it's like a football sized stadium, and it's a big oval, and the bar is situated down in the pit, like in the It's like looks like
in the
the
center.
Coliseum.
The Coliseum,
like,
sure.
Wow.
crazy, right? And then the bar is there, and on the bar is like a oval bar too, the shape of the club, and then above the bar is a stage.
That's where the DJ
That's
is.
that's where all the performers go.
Oh, okay.
And then the DJ is like right here looking over the whole shit. It's crazy. Crazy.
And it's hip hop. You don't play any house at all?
They when they book me on Fridays, they it's like hip hop night, but I dip into like a couple records, like some energy stuff, and they're cool with it. But sometimes they're like, go back hip hop.
So that's not a set residency yet, but you've been there a couple times.
I was there this year in March. See, their season, it's a seasonal thing. So like I think their season starts in, I want to say September, and then it goes until maybe May, because then it's too hot. It's too hot, so they can't go through their summer because it's like 110 degrees out there.
Yeah.
So I was there in March, and then I did well, and then they asked me to come back for the season opening, which was I did the second week that it opened in September. And then I just got the call the other day, and she was like, I need you back. So I'm like,
So how did you make that connect to go out to base?
that was like kind of like a Vegas, because the first time I went out, I did One Oak, Dubai as well.
Okay.
So like the One Oak and the base, they're kind of like the groups are kind of like tied together.
Yep.
So I was able to facilitate that through like a Vegas plug,
Gotcha.
and it worked out. So
Now, when you get booked in some of these rooms, do they make you sign a contract where like you can't play in a certain mile radius during a certain period of time?
Some places they do. If I'm in Jersey, you know, I can't play the night before, or like one of my contracts state I can't play the week before and the week after. But it's cool because
Yeah.
the money's worth it, I guess, you know.
How's St. Martin after the storm?
We're getting there.
How did you become so plugged in St. Martin?
I pour my heart and soul to that place, man. I'm there that's another place I've been over 10, 12 years now. We're talking like 6 festivals, couple Labor Days, like, and that's all stuff that I was doing like with my own money, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff that you've seen going on out there for like the holidays and stuff, that
Yep.
was me investing by myself, trying to like put on for the island, bring New York talent and try to spread the love. And, you know, it's a shame to see what happened to them.
Yeah, they got crushed, right?
Demolished. Like, it broke my heart, like, for sure. Like, to see that. Even now when I go back and I drive by the shit, it's like, damn, you know? And then from there, I got like a St. Bart's plug, and so now I'm jumping back and forth. But St. Martin's going to be back. They jumped, remember Tantra? You played at Tantra?
Yeah.
Or no? Now the same owners opened
No, I
up.
didn't play at Tantra. I played at
Bliss, you played at.
Bliss. Yeah. That place is probably gone, right?
Yeah, no, it's back, but it's a different.
That casino's grimy, bro.
They hit you?
Two
They hit you?
No, they walked me in there. 2 like 7-foot bouncers walked me in there to play roulette. They're like, you ain't going by yourself.
So Marty Rock wants to know, are you opening up any barbershops or businesses in the near future?
Not right now. I'm done. That's it. I retired, Tony. Nah.
Any regrets closing the barbershop? I doubt it.
No, not one. I can't lie. I miss it sometimes. Not cutting.
No, just
It's
the
like
environment. It's
the
like a social
vibes.
club.
Yeah, you're somebody's psychiatrist. Somebody's always coming to you with your problems, but it's like you fucking around with your boys all day. You know, like laughing, getting on each other. Like that part I miss.
Yeah.
As far as
Play-
waking
get a
up,
PlayStation in the
cutting
barbershop?
hair. Yeah, I had fish tanks. I had a PlayStation.
You can always go back, man. That's the
if
beauty
the DJ
of that.
thing don't work out, at least I know how to cut hair, right?
Yeah.
So
You know, you can always open up a mad shop.
Ammo wants to know who's booking you. What's their email? Do you use an alias? when
DJ Ammo at gmail.com.
Ammo
Can't front.
Ammo
Ammo does.
books everybody.
Ammo does. Ammo's the don't sleep.
Ammo's the plug.
Ammo, don't let me put you on blast that you're the New York City plug right now, because Ammo's booking a lot of DJs and a lot of rooms. So don't let me put you on blast. I'll have that phone ringing off the hook. Ammo, he's good people, man.
We're gonna put Ammo's phone number in the chat right now.
That's
Yeah,
right.
put them on blast.
For sure.
So what's next, man? What's happening after?
I'm
What do you think?
really like fucking with this like West Coast like vibe.
Yep.
You know, like I wanna the Vegas thing and
You ain't
the,
moving out there, are you?
Nah, Not yet. Shorty's here, so even though she tells me every day, she's like, "Can we move? Can we move?" She's ready to go, but not yet. Not yet.
You would leave Westchester?
I'm good right now. I mean, look, I'll never say never,
Yep.
but I don't know. I like where I'm at.
Is your area still like all the old school people that you grew up with, like their families and stuff?
To be honest with you, we actually just bought a house in New Rochelle, and it's like, it's different because it's a lot of younger people. Like
Yeah.
it looked like an old neighborhood, but it's like a lot of younger people are actually moving into the neighborhood, which is cool. Like with kids and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I feel like we're part of that wave that's like changing our neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's funny. I always compare Westchester to Brooklyn, like the old school Brooklyn, man.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of like the same type of people.
For sure.
You know?
That's a fact.
It definitely is.
Yeah. And everybody's got their little cliques.
Yeah.
Question from the chat: what's your most memorable moment as a DJ?
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna go to finale. 50 Cent, Chris Brown, and Trey Songz in the DJ
I
booth.
seen those pictures.
Ooh.
I think we
That
had
was-
those
that was the
pictures on
night.
the last stream
Yep.
we did.
Yeah, that was the night. Cause you know what it was? It was Chris Brown's. Or was it Chris Brown? Yeah, it was Chris Brown. Yeah, it was Chris Brown's like album release. Nobody was scheduled to perform. There wasn't like, he was just coming to host, and that's it. And Chris Brown, 50, and Trey walk in, and it's like 50 goes right, like beeline right to the booth. Give me the mic. And then he just starts going off, and then like, so now me and Reach are looking at each other. I was playing at the
This
time.
is Tuesday, Baby Tuesday.
This is Tuesday Baby Tuesday at finale. So I'm playing at the time, and 50's asking for the mic. So now we're like, all right, what are we gonna do here? Like, they weren't paid to perform. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like, we gotta be careful with this situation, right?
course,
so now
yeah.
Reach, he's like a mastermind with that shit. He talks his shit, and next thing you know, we throw a 50 record on, and he starts singing. And now, like, you can see Chris and you can see Trey in there. They want some.
course,
They want some, you know? So now I look at Reach. I'm like, should I? And he's like, go ahead. See what happens. He's like, see what happens. So, boom, I throw a Chris Brown record. He goes. Same thing. And the shit went on for an hour. And it was like a summer jam in the club. And it was a crazy experience.
It's nights like that that made Tuesday, Baby Tuesday what it is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And then we had a bunch of, I mean, Jamie Foxx, like, they all came through there, you know? And to be honest with you, like, that night was crazy. It was crazy.
Have you gotten any celebrity parties from like rubbing shoulders with these celebrities?
I mean, yeah,
in the
I've
clubs?
done like, I've done like Super Bowl parties and stuff like that. I've done private events
Yep.
for like, you know, like private companies and stuff
Sure.
like that. That stuff kind of worked, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got some work from it.
It's great, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Deanne DeLuca's happy to have you in the neighborhood.
Diane DeLuca.
Deanna.
Deanna.
DeLuca.
She's happy
what's
to be
up?
neighbors.
Oh, hey, Deanna.
We have
What's
a
up,
special
what's up?
guest in the house tonight,
We do.
Mr. Mike BMI.
Rap,
Rap, the couch rap.
couch rap
god.
extraordinaire.
What's up, Mike?
What you sipping on over there?
So Mike knows the words to every hip hop song except the new shit that's out
Correct.
right now.
So that's like, I'm not allowed to play new stuff today, right? I gotta play all old school.
Well, if we want him to rap
I told
tonight,
him he's
yeah.
only allowed to come if he performs.
Well,
so we get a
I
performance.
told people he was going to be performing, so hopefully you throw on shook ones.
Yeah, the
Maybe
The
a
show
cou-
might go viral.
the
couple
site might
more
crash.
Corona premieres and he'll feel good.
The site might crash.
We
Mike
need
BMI,
the show
good
to
dude.
go viral, so BMI
Yeah.
performs.
For sure, sure.
Definitely.
Well, I think that's it, bro. It's great to have you back. Love to see what you're doing, man. I'm always
Thank you guys, man. I
following
love
you on
coming
all
here.
your social media.
Anytime you guys want me, I'm here. This is like one of my favorite places to come.
We appreciate the support, man.
No, for sure. Whatever you guys need, you know that.
What do you got in
Thank you.
store? What do you have lined up? Is it special just because Mike BMI's here?
I don't know, man. I feel like I have to play only 90s stuff because he's here, or 2000s. I liked what I did the last time because I went totally left. Nobody expected me to do
Yeah,
that.
man.
Like I
It was
had
good.
wifey's mom jamming to me. You know what I mean? So it's
The
like
classics. You said it off
yeah,
the
I was
classics
playing
earlier.
classics. But I mean, I guess I'll play some older hip hop when the shit was real, you know.
All right,
Yep.
dope. All right, we're gonna take a 2-minute break. We're gonna get Shortcutz up on the set. He's gonna rock with us here, live from Redhook at the Function House.
Peace.